Hey everyone, Steve here, Redmen TV. Yeah, my reaction to Liverpool's 2-1 win over Fulham and going straight into one of the first usual cliches you get. Game of two halves. Liverpool were pretty stale in that first half. Fulham took advantage of some pretty calamitous defending from Liverpool's captain. Virgil van Dijk didn't have his best moment there and get themselves ahead. Really good feet and good finish by Willian, and Liverpool didn't really respond. He started okay without really testing Bernd Leno too much, but as that half went on, it was less and less inspiring, really. I was actually quite surprised that no subs were made at half-time. I thought there was a couple of obvious ones that could have been made. Jürgen actually makes both of them, not soon after, was it like 10 minutes into the second half. And I think we saw Liverpool get better in the second half as well. I think Núñez and Gakpo both coming off the bench certainly made an impact. Liverpool get a bit of luck. Of course, they do with the first goal. It's Curtis Jones. If you don't buy a ticket, you don't win the raffle, I suppose. You get a bit of luck. Defender turns his back, which is pretty poor from a Fulham perspective. You wouldn't be too happy with your defender doing that. And like we've done to Fulham in the past, we did it in the league, we did it again. 2 goals in quick succession. The second one, absolutely excellent. Those 2 subs that I mentioned earlier, Darwin Núñez, who I thought had a really good game, and if not for a very good save from Bernd Leno with his legs, could have made it 3. Gets down the byline, tees up Gakpo with a really good cross, and Gakpo's finish is excellent. It was the first real bit of quality I thought that Liverpool had shown all game. That extra little bit of something, and it got them the goal. Other than that, a couple of other comments to note. On the positive side, I thought Jota, especially second half, played particularly well. I thought Jota played particularly well. I thought Conor Bradley in particular, I know Sky, as I was watching the Sky coverage, give Curtis Jones the Man of the Match award. He was first in a lot of the stats, and I thought Curtis, especially second half, had a good game. I actually think I probably would have given my man the match. I probably would have given my Man of the Match award, easy for me to say, to Conor Bradley. I think when you saw the lineup and you see that he had to play, I thought he might have a tough time against Willian. And listen, Willian did score, so you've got to say that. And Bradley kind of slips in the goal, a bit hard lines, really. But I thought he was excellent, both defensively and offensively. He could have had an assist if Darwin would have finished that one. So really, really strong performance from Conor Bradley. I thought I was disappointed with the 2 lads who went off. I don't think they had particularly great games. Gravenberch and Elliott, it wasn't really either of their nights. And Gravenberch, the further the season's gone on, he feels like he's struggling a little bit in recent weeks, and that was kind of a culmination, really. He nearly gets a goal with a little bit of good play on the edge of the box, but too many loose touches, getting it wrong. It just didn't really work for Ryan Gravenberch on the night, and maybe this little break might do him a little bit of good. Harvey Elliott, I just don't think's a winger. Liverpool have tried it in 2 games now, and for me it hasn't worked. If he's going to play, he plays in midfield or he doesn't play at all. I think Jürgen should really take note of that by the time we get to that Bournemouth game. I think when Jürgen's picking his team for the Bournemouth game and he's looking for someone to play on the right, obviously Mo Salah away on AFCON duty, I don't think it can be Harvey Elliott. I think he's got to have a real think about his options there. Whether it's, Jota went there for a little bit tonight, didn't he? Gakpo was drifting over, Darwin, Diaz, any of them really. I just don't think it can be Harvey Elliott. I mentioned Van Dijk for the goal as well. I don't think Virgil will be particularly happy with his defending there. I thought his partner Conor had a really good game, but the tie is definitely not over. I think Fulham, if you'd have offered them 2-1 at Anfield, a 2-1 defeat, I think they'd have taken it. Of course, the away goals don't count anymore, so that's probably a little bit gone against them in their favour there. But I do think they'd have taken a one goal deficit going to Craven Cottage in a couple of weeks' time. We'll see what Liverpool are like when we get to there in terms of, is anyone close to being back fit? I mean, Trent isn't expected to be back. The lads who are away, probably not. So we'll find out who is and isn't available at the time. But I think, it's all to play for. The tie is still open for Liverpool, of course it is. They'll fancy the chances of hopefully getting a goal at Craven Cottage and making Fulham have to score at least a couple. So it's advantage Liverpool, but by no means is the tie over. But really good that Liverpool's Man of the Match named on the TV, and probably my Man of the Match, both academy graduates, Conor Bradley and Curtis Jones. So another really good night for Liverpool's academy. They've been having a few of them recently. So credit to the Reds. They showed the mentality. They weren't perfect, but they still won. And listen, you can't expect to be perfect all the time. Loads of injuries, maybe a bit of fatigue, lads on international duty. It's never easy. And Fulham have shown already against Liverpool in recent games with Marco Silva's Fulham rather. They're a tough out. They really do play us well. And so credit to the Reds for battling through really and turning what was a pretty poor first half performance into a win. is never a bad thing. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Like I say, if you want to check out more content on the channel, please do so. Go over to redmenplus.com, use the promo code CLOP when you sign up as a monthly captain, and you can get a free month subscription to Redmen Plus as well. So yeah, go and check that out, and I'll catch you all after the next game in a few weeks' time. See you in a bit.